right, Mark Taylor. Listen, do yourself a favor, do us a favor, and when you come out with your public apology, instead of, doing the whole apology, if your heart is truly not converted, do us all a favor. And when it's time to give this apology, I want you to come out there, if your heart is not changed, and say, listen, I meant everything I said. Everything I said, I meant it. That's how I think. That's how I live. I am that ignorant person. I just did not mean to get caught. Mark Taylor, ha!
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi Leah. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So first of all, my disclaimer, this video is strictly for educational purposes. Please do not go searching out the people that I talk about in this video. Do not send them any form of hate comments, threats, or violence. This channel does not support any of that. So recently, a football coach by the name Mark Taylor has been exposed for racism. You guys, he's being cancelled, not even just being exposed, he's being cancelled because it's on the news, it's everywhere. He's getting a lot of backlash and a lot of coverage, and his business is being put on blast and everything. So some videos actually got leaked of him saying a lot of things about black people and stuff. You know what, I'm just going to go right ahead and play the clips right now.
Let's play a game called That's Not Going to Be Good for Business. This guy visited Atlanta and then decided to document his visit in videos that he sent to friends.
Downtown Atlanta, staying here at the Omni Hotel, everybody CNN. Ain't seen a white person in sight. The homeless one's on the street. Every restaurant looking in here is black. Every car beside them is black. They can have Atlanta. Yeah, you and boy need to come up here and go hunting. Yeah. And stuff, man. Ain't nothing here, dog. Ain't nothing but blacks up here.
Ain't nothing but blacks up here. And what was that one little part about hunting? Y'all need to come up here and do some hunting. What exactly did you mean by that? Maybe this next clip will clarify.
Oh, look at this trying to pull out in front of me right here. Look at this trying to pull out in front of me right here. Hey, did you see that tree right there? Yeah. Did you see that tree right there? Roe will hang you from that tree.
Oh, so lynching. That's what you mean by hunting. And it's not enough to use the N slur and talk about black people as if they are inhuman and should just be eradicated and you gotta sexualize them as well.
Room service. Y'all need y'all bring me some chicken wings, 2 hoes, a red bone and a white girl. Y'all want the white girl? Roe gonna try the red bone. Okay, he probably do it, and he probably gonna throw out we on the 14th floor. He probably throw her out the window when he done with her. Yeah, cheap rate. Atlanta.
So use her for and then throw her out of a 14-story window. That's the joke. That guy is Mark Taylor, and he used to be a high school football coach. He doesn't coach high school football anymore. No, now he owns a business where he does speed training for high school football players. Shocking to no one, many of whom are black. Here he is, posing with one of them. Oh, here he is bragging about how he trained Trey Hill, who now plays in the NFL. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a lot about Trey, but I'm gonna go ahead and venture to guess that if you talk that way around him, he would punch your goddamn head off. You know, it's interesting to me that you think so little of black people, yet you have no problem hitching yourself to their success, their hard work, their talent, and you'll stand there next to them and go, I did that. I made him this, you piece of shit. So I think everyone can just join me in waving bye-bye to your business, because I really don't see it surviving this. nor should it.
A hateful, disgusting rant targeting black Atlantans. A Georgia man who is paid as a coach to mold young athletes unleashes words so vile we will not repeat them on air.
The comments captured in a video that has now gone viral on social media. Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn joins us live in Houston County, just south of Macon. Patrick, this man was once a teacher.
Yeah, from records that I was able to acquire, he taught here in Houston County for more than a decade, mostly with middle schoolers. He since transitioned, and he was training athletes who wanted to play D1 sports. I'm told most recently on the fields just behind me on Saturday mornings. Well, right now, people online, they're warning others, don't work out with this guy after some of those videos were leaked online. We're going to show you clips from these videos, a warning some of you may find some of this disturbing.
Yeah, so got the Glock by the bed. Yeah, let me go. Room service. Y'all need y'all to bring me some chicken wings.
A racist rant with repeated uses of the N-word. These videos have been widely circulated on social media. We recorded them from Facebook, which shows Mark on a visit to Atlanta, here driving, referencing the lynching of black people. To track down one of Coach Taylor's former players.
Yeah, I was at a loss for words, man. And you know, most of the kids, 95% of the kids that he trained, they're black kids.
Tim Shelley II, now coach himself at Gordon State College in Barnesville, said he's known Mark Taylor for about a decade.
I've been friends and I've worked with him for ever since I played ball. You know, I've never seen this type of behavior out of him. I would have never known he was that kind of guy.
Shelley said these videos shocked him. He's talked with Mark about race issues, but he believes these videos show the true character of his former coach.
I don't think it just comes out of the blue. I think that's who he is.
This man is so freely coming out to talk about how, oh, Atlanta used to be great, but now it is filled with black people everywhere. Like, y'all need to come here, come hunting because there's black people everywhere, nothing but black people. They can have this. With all the disgust and disdain in his voice. Like, I cannot believe that. Using the N-word so freely, making jokes about hanging someone from a tree. Oh, wow. The rate of racism is showing. To think that this man is a football coach and has been that for many, many years, having been in close proximity to black kids, wow. Anyway, I'm just going to go right ahead and play some reactions to his clip right now.
This is well-known Georgia football coach Mark Taylor. This is also Georgia football coach.
Let's be very clear. There's a certain level of ignorance that you have to have within your community to continuously allow your children to grow up and feel like these people who have consistently told us on numerous occasions that they despise us and they are working towards our entire eradication. For you to keep handing your children off to these people there's a certain level of ignorance to that I will never understand. As parents and generations before us, we have failed these kids. You've failed. You've failed horribly. Horribly. And you want to know why? Because we have not used the resources that we have gained. We have not used the experiences and the knowledge that we've had of who these people were and what we've been through to build our own school systems, our own leagues, our own establishments for our children to graduate and go to. We're quite literally handing our children to the hands of our enemies. Young black men, there's a certain level of ignorance you cannot allow yourself to have when dealing with these people. You are nothing more but a pawn in this game. You are a meal ticket to them. You are nothing more but a well-played slave. When they come and they pick these young black men out of these schools, that's nothing different than the slave trade auctions. Nothing different. When you realize that as the athletes, you have the power, is the only time that we're going to be able to truly make a difference and make a change for the better, because this is unacceptable. You young black men, fresh out of college, getting caught up dating these white women who see your success and see what you have to offer, and they go for you, and you quickly abandon black women for these young white girls who don't care nothing about you but the eugenics that they can use from you to make sure that their family line is melanated to live on into the future. They don't love you. They can't love you. They don't know how to. These people aren't capable of that level of love that we are. You allow these white people to be around your family, hug your children, come to your homes, give you advice. All the while, if you one time don't do what they say, they will consider having you hung from a tree. If we don't learn from our past, we are doomed to repeat it.
The blacks up here. That's all it is. Atlanta's done gone down, man.
Look here. This man was a respected football coach, from my understanding, in Georgia. Who's down there in Georgia who loves black football players, right? Why? Because even racists love entertainers and athletes. He's driving through the streets of Atlanta talking about how black it is, telling his boys to come here and y'all need to come here and go hunting. Ain't up here with blacks, it's gone down here, ain't up here with blacks. But what kills me is, the moment I say something about a pilgrim, black people get upset and get, oh my God, why would you say that? Because of this. Because not all, now we will say not all, because I know some white people who are cool, but this right here, I can't rock with this. No, y'all go and think what you want to think, say what you want to say. But yeah, in my mind, the vast majority are like this. That's why I don't understand the race mixing and all that bullshit.
Basically, he racist. But see, I'm not saying it's right, but my rule of thumb is all of them are racist until I see that they're not. Like, that's just how I work. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to come into my space like that and get all kumbaya with me just to find out later, like, oh my God, he's a racist. I didn't know. Just because he coached a football team of a whole bunch of black people does not mean he's not racist. He's being paid to do that. Show me a white man that's doing it for free and putting in his time to help black people, and I might give him the benefit of a doubt. But yeah, I need y'all to do better. Like, y'all be acting so surprised, clutching pearls. Why are you surprised? After everything has happened in this nation, y'all are surprised that white people are doing what white people do, be racist?
At this point, I feel like a lot of black people are not surprised, because a lot of us kind of low-key know that there are people who are raised to deceased but are living among us, are interacting with us. It's just like when they talk about how being that you married a black person does not mean that you're not a raised to deceased. Being that you have a black friend, oh, my friend is black, I have black friends, it doesn't exempt you from the possibility of being a raised to deceased. This is definitely an example of such a situation. So this man has been a football coach for years. Can you imagine the amount of black children that have passed through him, that he's been mentoring and coaching? Like, I can't even begin to imagine what some of these kids might have been through or been exposed to just by the fact that this man coached them. And this actually reminds me of one of the videos where I saw a black man talking about how it's safer for black people to make sure that the amount of professionals that their children are exposed to are black professionals. It all makes sense now, because at the end of the day, some white people might come off as all accepting, like they're not raised to deceased, they're cool with black people and stuff like that, but you never really know. That is why it is shocking that a man like this was exposed, because the amount of black people that he's been around, and I think it's even rumored that he has a biracial grandchild. I don't know if that has been confirmed, but it just shows you that these people can be covert, raised to deceased. He has these prejudices against black people, and then he's been living this life where he deals with athletes, of which we know that a lot of these athletes are black people. You don't like black people, but you keep working with us, right? Taking money, coaching these children, exposing them to whatever kind of prejudices and biases that you have. You guys, you have to be very careful who you expose your children to. Check them out, you guys. Check their backgrounds, because even aside the possibility of them being raised to deceased, you have child predators out there. Like, you can never be too careful as a parent. And I like the fact that this man is being called out and cancelled, even to the point that the NAACP is on his matter.
Mr. Taylor has coached and trained black kids in the Middle Georgia area. We don't know what type of trauma or what type of racial hatred that he has demonstrated toward these kids. We don't know whether or not they've had any type of emotional issues, because a lot of times people or students that are trying to excel, they will take a lot of things and they will be silent about things because they want to excel, because they know that their parents will most likely pull them out of that situation. Also, the fact is that doing these videos that he made, there were terroristic threats towards black people in these videos. We're going to be asking for the GBI to do an investigation, for him to be criminally charged.
This is unacceptable. And now that I think of it, I'm even worried as to who were the people he was referring to in those videos when he was talking about the red bone and the yellow bone. So definitely he has friends that have the same kind of mindset as he is. Who were the people he was also talking to when he was saying y'all need to come hunting in Atlanta? Who were the people? I don't know. Will I be reaching if I say they probably have a group where they convert and talk about black people and make comments like that? And who knows what they actually do aside talking? Who knows whether their actions that are being put to these words, these prejudices that they feel against black people? Just let me know your thoughts about this whole thing in the comment section. I know not all white people are ready to desist. I know not all white people hate black people, but at this point it's getting difficult to tell. Like, you can never be too careful, because you see someone who is around black people a lot, that has been coaching black kids for so long. Black people probably trust him and are comfortable with him, just for it to come out and him being exposed for being ready to desist. So how are we able to know who we can trust and who we cannot trust? You guys, let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications. That way YouTube will let you guys know whenever I have a new video up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.